Welcome everyone to the quarterly college football playoff eliminator. In this series, I go through the teams that have essentially been eliminated from college football playoff contention. Group of 5 teams are automatically eliminated with a loss, as the only group of 5 team to ever make the college football playoff is Cincinnati, who was 13-0 in 2021 when they faced Bama in the semifinal. For a Power 5 school, 2 losses is what it takes to be eliminated, or 1 loss if it was to a group of 5 school or an FCS school. Hopefully you all understand what I'm basing this off of now. I don't make these rules. This has just been a pattern I noticed with how the committee selects their teams. Eliminated in week 1 was San Jose State, Navy, Hawaii, UConn, Central Michigan, Miami of Ohio, East Carolina, Middle Tennessee State, Nevada, Boise State, Rice, Buffalo, Arkansas State, New Mexico, Utah State, Ball State, UMass, North Texas, Colorado State, Old Dominion, Toledo, and Coastal Carolina, all losing to Power 5 schools. Bullied in week 2 was UNLV, Southern Miss, Tulsa, Group of 5 powerhouses Troy, Appalachian State, SMU, and Tulane, Western Michigan, Charlotte, Eastern Michigan, Temple, and San Diego State. Group of 5 teams eliminated by Power 5 schools in week 3 include Georgia Southern, Wyoming, Western Kentucky, and UL Monroe. Teams that lost to Group of 5 schools include UTEP, New Mexico State, Ohio, FIU, Kent State, South Alabama, Bowling Green, Louisiana Tech, Akron, South Florida, Army, and UTSA. In week 2, however, UTSA eliminated Texas State, Georgia Southern eliminated UAB, Ohio eliminated FAU, and Old Dominion eliminated UL Lafayette. Power 5 teams already with 1 loss are Florida, Georgia Tech, West Virginia, TCU, LSU, Northwestern, and Clemson in week 1. Alabama, NC State, Wisconsin, Texas A&M, Vanderbilt, Arizona, and California all picked up a loss in week 2. In week 3, Mississippi State, Kansas State, Michigan State, Tennessee, Minnesota, Arkansas all picked up their first loss. That means if any of these teams lose one more game, they are eliminated from college football playoff contention, even Clemson and even Alabama. Also, Purdue lost to Fresno State, who is in the Mountain West Conference, making their loss an elimination loss. By the same logic, Baylor was eliminated by Texas State when they lost at home to the Bobcats. Same goes for Boston College, who lost to Northern Illinois, and Texas Tech, who lost to Wyoming. Houston got eliminated by a group of 5 team Rice, which means they're eliminated, and Miami of Ohio eliminated Cincinnati. Also, Oklahoma State got embarrassed by South Alabama in week 2. In week 2, Virginia was one of 2 Power 5 teams to lose to a group of 5 team when they lost to James Madison, Pittsburgh being the other, following a loss at home to Cincinnati. Interestingly, Northern Illinois lost to Southern Illinois from the Missouri Valley Conference, eliminating the Huskies. The only Power 5 team to lose to an FCS school was Stanford, who lost to Sacramento State. No shame. Week 3 saw Iowa State lose to Group of 5 Ohio, eliminating the Cyclones. Arizona State lost to Fresno State, joining the Cyclones. Unfortunately, Nebraska has lost to both Minnesota and Colorado, starting 0-2, and will consequently get eliminated. In week 2, Illinois faced elimination when they went up against Penn State this week with a loss already to Kansas. They lost 30-13 and are now eliminated. Indiana already received their second loss. Same goes for South Carolina, Northwestern, Virginia Tech, and Georgia Tech. I want to clarify right here that independents are counted as being part of the group of 5, except Notre Dame, who is affiliated with the ACC. And Sam Houston State and Jacksonville State are already ineligible from playoff contention, as this is their first year at the FBS level. James Madison transitioned last year, so they're still ineligible as well. So out of 133 FBS teams, only 57 teams still have a realistic shot at the college football playoff. To recap, 38 teams were eliminated in week 1, 21 teams in week 2, and 14 teams in week 3. 3 teams were already ineligible. If there were any exceptions to this format, I would say it's Alabama, because if they lose another game to, say, LSU or Georgia in the conference championship, but win the rest of the games on their schedule, they're going to make every argument for the Crimson Tide to be in the playoffs. After all, they were left out last year and smashed Kansas State in the Sugar Bowl. Will we want to see another New Year's 6 bowl game play that way? No, and that is why the college football playoff is being extended to 12 teams starting next season. We'll see how fun that is when it's implemented. Thank you for watching. As always, see you next week.